Hello everyone, this is Lauren, the Education Outreach Coordinator with Keep Pensacola Beautiful. Today we are going to be making seed bombs. Seed bombs are a ball of recycled and biodegradable materials that can be thrown pretty much anywhere. If it has soil beneath it and access to rain, it will likely sprout beautiful wildflowers. So let's get started. The materials you will need are going to be paper, preferably recycled paper, meaning you've already used it and don't need it anymore. A bowl full of water. You will need a different bowl of water for each color that you wish to have. Coloring dye. There are tons of options for this. I have found that natural dyes create more vibrant coloration than synthetic food dyes. Today I'll be showing you just what I mean by preparing 4 batches. 2 with natural dyes, blueberries for blue, and spinach for green, as well as 2 with food coloring. These are the other options for natural dyes and the colors that will correspond to them. I chose these 2 ingredients simply because it's what I had in my fridge. You can find a link to this list in the description. A spoon, a blending device, a fine mesh strainer or a colander if you don't have access to something finer like me, soil or compost, I got this from my backyard in my garden, cinnamon or turmeric, this is completely optional but recommended, and then of course, seeds. These are all the wildflowers native to the panhandle of Florida. Many can be found at your local garden market, and again, I will link to this document in the description. The first thing to do is rip up your recycled paper and soak it in your bowls of water for at least 30 minutes. The amount of paper you use depends on how many balls you want to make. I was able to make roughly 5 balls with 3 regular-sized sheets of paper. Next, you will add your dyes to your water. If you're using food coloring, a couple of drops will suffice. If you're using a natural dye, a few handfuls will work. Please keep in mind that you will be blending the natural dye with the paper, so it needs to be a biodegradable substance. Use your spoon to stir the dyes in, or put a top on your container and shake. Once you've let your mixture soak, it's time to blend them. Pour the paper and water in and blend on high for about 20 seconds. Take your mixture to the sink and pour it into a strainer. Let it drain for about 3 minutes. When you've given it some time, remove most of the excess water by squeezing the mixture with your hands. Be careful to leave a bit of moisture in the mixture so that it can still bind to each other during assembly. So as you can see, blueberries create a very vibrant color, whereas the food coloring leaves the mixture fairly pale. Likewise, the spinach has caused the green color to intensify and is completely lost in the other mixture. So I will be using the natural dyes and moving these out of the way. To construct the seed bombs, you need to start with your paper mixture. You can use things such as a mini cupcake pan or silicone cake pop mold to aid in the bomb's shape, but I found it easier to use my hands. Get enough paper to make the bottom of the ball, add a bit of soil, a pinch of seeds, and a dash of cinnamon or turmeric. Adding this to the inside of your seed bombs protects against fungus and bacteria damaging your seed once the outer mixture begins to degrade. Finish off the ball with a top layer of the paper mixture. This is your chance to get creative. Go crazy with the colors. I even combined the blue and green to make the planet Earth. Be prepared to get messy, you're gonna have stuff to clean up, but have lots and lots of fun. Let your creations dry overnight or longer until the moisture has evaporated out of it. If you're going to keep them for a long time, store them in a cool and dry place. 1, 2, 3, throw! And there you have it, our seed bomb creations. The materials, procedures, and resources can be found in the description of this video. And as always, if you partake in this video as well, please tag us on social media. We are Keep Pensacola Beautiful on Facebook and Instagram.